The worldwide Me Too movement brought to light a much-needed conversation about the intersection of sexual misconduct and abuse of power. Recent high-profile cases have demonstrated clearly that sexual misconduct by physicians is occurring, representing the most egregious abuse of power and violation of public trust and patient vulnerability.
The college has made it a strategic priority to ensure that standards are clear about the expectations of physicians and the college's zero tolerance for sexual misconduct in a therapeutic relationship.
The college reflected on its previously published boundary violation practice standard and recognized the importance of separating sexual misconduct from other non-sexual boundary violations for increased clarity for both patients and for physicians. To date, this has been the most comprehensive review the college has undertaken. We wanted the public voice to be heard.
Both practice standards reinforce the principle that trust is the foundational element in a therapeutic relationship. Patients trust that their physician or surgeon will be professional and ethical at all times.
Physicians and surgeons have a legal obligation to act in the best interest of their patient and must never place their own interests above those of their patients.
The recently published sexual misconduct standard makes it clear that sexualized conduct of any kind is unacceptable in the therapeutic relationship.
Given the power imbalance inherent in a therapeutic relationship, the patient is never able to provide consent to sexualized conduct or behavior.
The sexual misconduct standard also speaks to the expectation that physicians and surgeons will take active steps to prevent sexual misconduct and ensure proper boundaries are maintained during physical examinations.
The standard emphasizes clear, comprehensive communication and a multi-step consent process. It is never acceptable for physicians or surgeons to terminate a therapeutic relationship with a patient in order to pursue a sexual or romantic relationship.
The college considers any violation of a professional boundary between a patient and a physician or surgeon to be an extremely serious matter. That includes non-sexual boundary violations. The college acknowledges a distinction between what is termed a boundary crossing and a boundary violation. A boundary crossing is generally harmless and non-exploitative to the patient, and oftentimes is inevitable. A boundary violation, however, involves the actions of the physician or surgeon that are harmful or have the potential to cause harm to the patient and undermine the therapeutic relationship.
I want to emphasize it is always the physician or surgeon's responsibility to ensure that appropriate professional boundaries are maintained at all times. The college considers any violation of a professional boundary between a physician or surgeon and a patient as an extremely serious matter.